Hi, we're back here at PrimeTime in Nashville, and right now sitting down with Larry Wright, owner
Yes.
of CNC Home Appliances in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Appreciate you taking the time and sitting down with us.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
Not a problem. So tell us a little bit about CNC and what you guys do down there.
So CNC is a family-owned business. It was started by a son and his dad in 1975. I went to work there in 1999 as a sophomore in college as a delivery guy. And in 2014, I was able to purchase the business. And so I'm, I guess, the third generation, even though I'm no relation to the previous two.
That's awesome. Talk about what was that growth like?
Oh, I mean, it was just, I thought it was a job to help me get through college, and I delivered. I did all that work. I eventually moved into service because I just wanted to make more money.
Yeah.
I met my wife there. She worked in the bookkeeping office, and we got married in 2005. The previous owner, Mr. Roger LeBlanc, came, and we were getting ready to leave. We had both finished school, and we were ready to leave the job and go pursue what we went to school for. And he had a plan. He had a plan. He was getting ready to retire, even though it was ways down the road. And so he gave us the opportunity to buy the business, and it worked out. It was a 20-year plan, and it worked out for both of us really, really well. And it's one of those things. They tell you go to work, you work hard, and people notice. It's not. It really does happen.
So I mean, that's a great answer to how you got into the business. Rather than asking it that way, why does that option make sense for you? What convinced you to want to stay and ultimately become an owner?
Well, when I finished school, I did leave for about 6 months, and I did what I went to school for. And I just realized I was way better at this than I was at that, and I like this better, And so I came back, and I actually started school again for a master's degree in something else, and it just ended up that the previous owner was looking for retirement, and I was there, and then thankfully he had the confidence in me, and he was willing to give me the opportunity because it wasn't like I had a lot of money or I had all of that, but he had a plan, and it worked great. There's one thing they talk about here. There's a lot of different succession plans. The one he had really, really worked for me and for both of us. We were both really happy.
That's awesome. What, as an owner now, what is the biggest challenge for you with your business?
Probably the same as everybody. We have staffing problems now. Our building was destroyed by the hurricane this year that hit Lake Charles, Louisiana. So we are in the process of rebuilding the building and doing that. And that's a major, major challenge for us right now. But, staffing is always the toughest. I would say the most consistent, hardest challenge for us to face is finding quality people.
How has membership helped to address that challenge for you?
Well, coming to PrimeTime, we take a lot of the classes about how to retain talent and how to compensate them properly, and that helps a ton. I mean, those classes help a whole lot in teaching us. As you get older, it's harder to relate to the younger generation, and that's a big help to know what they're looking for and what compensation they expect and what matters. And luckily, it's done well for us. We don't have a boatload of turnover, but we do have some, and the group's done a good job at trying to teach us how to handle it in better ways.
How about, out of the line of questioning, but the situation, you're going through with the building, has being a member, helped in any way with that?
So the group has people to help us design the showroom. And so when I bought the business, I got what I got. I had the showroom we had, and it was approaching 20 years old. And we had remodeled some, but now it's a whole new store and a whole new world. And so the group has the MemberNet TV. They have people to help us design the floor. All of those things help a ton. And we've utilized them all, thankfully, just here recently, even though we had never used them before. And the group has, and the group's been a big support for us during this time because we had to find another location and things like that. And, we were on the phone with Dennis and people immediately after the hurricane offering any help they could. And it's nice. it's nice to even just have the support, just to know there's somebody that wants to help and is looking out for you.
Oh, that's awesome. Aside from those things that you mentioned, what has been the biggest benefit of membership for you?
I think for us, the biggest benefit of membership is that when we come here, the PrimeTime University classes, I mean, it keeps us at the forefront, and it forces us to stay there, because we learn how to advertise better, how to manage our people better. We get our product training here now, a lot of it. Those classes are a huge help. You learn how to manage your business better financially, which are all things that we need and help. And then when you're at the show, all the opportunity that's here, there's new vendors every single time.
Yeah.
And any help we need, we want a new point of sale system. This is where you see it. I wouldn't even know where to look for our point of sale system other than come in here.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate the time, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, so go back out there and take advantage of these benefits while you're here.
Great, thank you.